how does your media product represent particular social groups? Our media product represents many social groups, starting off with gender. We had 4 main characters in our film opening, 2 females and 2 males. When each character was introduced, we tried to think about the stereotypes for each individual. For the nerd, we portrayed the character through the use of a female. We decided to do this as in the 1980s, the period our film was based around, girls were known for being more hardworking and they achieved more than boys in education. Although the nerd is shown being punished in a detention, which you normally wouldn't see due to the stereotypes made in the media, we made sure she was shown working whilst sitting in the Saturday detention. However, we also showed the countertype to this through the use of a female acting as a punk. Our film opening showed her arriving very late to the Saturday detention, showing she doesn't care about her education due to her attitudes towards the punishment. Another countertype we portrayed in our film opening was showing how girls can be dominant, in the sense that they are not just the victim and can defend themselves. We showed this in the scene where the punk walks into the classroom and is laughed at by the jock, and in defense she throws paper at him. Another stereotype we portrayed was that males are masculine and sporty through the jock character. Also for the rebel, we used a male, conveying him as not caring about his education, as in the 1980s boys were underachieving in the education system compared to girls. In our film opening, all of our characters were aged 17 years old. In the media, teenagers are normally portrayed in a negative way, with a boisterous attitude, especially in their education. We imitated this view through the use of a punk, rebel, and a jock, as they were shown not concentrating and not doing the right thing in the classroom scenes. Another stereotype for age we conveyed was the fact that teenagers do not have manners. We showed this in the scene where the rebel put his feet up on the table in the classroom. Ethnicity, social groups that share common characteristics. Young black boys have been demonized in media as their characters tend to be linked with violence. We chose to use a young black male to portray the character of a rebel to represent the stereotype. Through this character, we made sure he was disobedient and a bully towards the other students. In our film opening, we picked 4 different personas to portray. We picked these 4 as they were common groups in the UK in the 1980s. As it was only the film opening, we thought the best way to convey these characters was through their costumes and props. For the nerd, we dressed her in a shirt, dungarees and glasses and carrying books. This tells the audience she is a student that cares about her education. Secondly, for the punk, we dressed her in all black. Skinny jeans and a leather jacket portrayed her dark side, as that was the typical look for punks in the 1980s in England. For the jock, we dressed him in denim and trainers, coming in skating on his skateboard, to show his sportiness. Finally, for the rebel, we dressed him in baggy clothing with chains to portray his trendy style. Who would be the audience for your media product? Our film is rated 12A and our target audience is 12 to 30-year-olds. We chose this rating because our film incorporates negative behaviour in school, in which we don't want our audience to be influenced by, and therefore we think this is suitable. We decided to pick a younger audience as our film opening is based around teenagers in a Saturday detention at school. However, our target age group goes up to 30 years old, purely based on the fact that our film is based in the 1980s. This means people around this age will be able to relate and reminisce on their past experiences, hopefully making them feel happy, whilst the younger aged audience can still relate as children are typically in school at this age. When we conducted a questionnaire, the majority of people who replied were between the ages 13 to 19 years old. Originally, we planned to make a film opening aimed at teenagers as we had more ideas to entertain this age group, as we ourselves are categorising this group, allowing us to know what they would like and dislike before the research even took place, giving us an advantage. Therefore, as we got the most responses from our initial target group, these results were a big help for us as we got to see their preferences on a wider scale, allowing us to create a successful film opening. At the beginning, one of our ideas was to base our film in England during the 1980s. Because of this, we made sure we incorporated a question that enabled us to see if our subjects had ever watched a 1980s film, to see if our plans were going in the right direction. As it was only 5 out of 15 people that hadn't seen any, we figured that this could be a good idea. Overall, I think we made a successful film opening for our target audience.